Hello there, fellow armor smiths. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship. Episode 42, Spending Big for the Best Armor. Boom rat, self-tamed. Hey, boom rat, go over there. And starve yourself to death and maybe set some panthers on fire. Actually, you know what? You can use boom rats to, so here's an exploit if you want to see it. So what you can do is explore ruins with animals. Like this. So if you're patient, which I won't be doing a lot of this because I'm not patient. This is kind of a waste of time. You can explore ruins with, like, at almost no risk, using animals. And there's also a new meta where porcupines are really good at this, because when you attack a porcupine, you get spines stuck in you, which have to be surgically removed. And the spines cause a lot of pain. And given enough spines, you'll faint from the wounds, or from the spines. So it's a really good way to subdue things, like anomaly entities. One of the advantages of anomaly entities is they literally won't be able to escape. They'll be they'll be pain fainted. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll just keep painting ones. Because we are on lockdown, I will just continually move the rat into the zones. And, because there's like nothing else going on. But I'll try to keep it on ×3 speed, so it's not like I'm wasting time. Because this is like a non-combat animal, the manhunters don't even... I mean, the manhunters are coming after man, right? So they're not even registered as a... this rat isn't even a threat to it. Let's search for safe. No safes. Sealed? No seals. Okay. I don't know if there's actually going to be loot here. I'm not pulling up stakes just yet, but I got low hopes. Crate is a bad one to search on, if you're wondering, because there's a bajillion crates that have nothing to do with what you're looking for. Whereas hermetic would be a good search, sealed would be a good search, or, you know, so there's some terms that are too inclusive, aren't exclusive enough to be useful for trying to find loot. Yeah, there, found a hermetic crate. I can't open it until panthers are gone, but pet exploration. We're almost done searching the entire facility, though. Where'd the animal go anyway? How are you? You are not standing where you're supposed to. It's like a rat maze. Trying to find cheese. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Quite a bit. Yo, boom rat. What are you? Oh, okay. You're where you're supposed to be. Never mind. Do you feel that the kill boxes or certain strategies after 1.6 deal with raids? So, Odyssey definitely makes a lot of raids that aren't pod drop raids directly on your head fairly obsolete as a result of being able to just take off rather than have to deal with them. So yeah, absolutely Odyssey is not balanced for raids. The thing is, it's a single player game. Like, if you want to have a balanced experience, just don't jet away from raids. You can certainly play fairly, so to speak. But I am happy that like RimWorld didn't try to code in a counter for it though, because it would have been really, really annoying if the game was like, all right, there's hostiles on the map tile you're not allowed to launch. That like would not canonically make a lot of sense. Be careful with mass selecting doors. It would filter only on these doors anyway, as you can see. These are unclaimed, like, dome open doors, so it wouldn't be a problem. Plus, we have built walls. I can't even get out through a door. There's no doors that allow me outside. Alright, come on, rat. Wake up. But the signal jammer is now built. And that allows us to land on the mech hive. So, obviously, Liara is going to want the power of the mech hive for herself at some point. So when she sees fit to go mech hive clearing, we'll do just that. And all of these ruins, I think we have one hermetic crate to show for it. Yeah. Honestly, pretty crappy ruin. Little rat. You know what I could do? This will be cute. Go here, bud. Close the doors behind you. Now I could, yeah, this is my rat. Venerated device. Sure. This is something to do while we wait. Liara would be very proud of us if we got more information done in her sleepy absence. I'm just gonna go ham, drop in the middle, because yeah, it's bugged again. It's just one guy. I don't know why that's been a thing, but it is, and it's really easy to deal with. So sorry, Rado. You're dead. And we have information about our worshipful, our pendant. Provisional raider, no. 14 days? Oh my god, that's a freaking... 14 days is a long time in RimWorld. Is there anything else to get? Oh, is this... No, it's not Ancient Danger. Nope. We're out of here. Well, that was easy. We did this so quickly, the shuttle can't even relaunch. What is my favorite Xeno and why? A Wendigo. Only... I like how they're, like, preparing to counterattack. It's like, yeah, good luck with that. Bye! So another thing we should consider is a conversion ritual. Given that Deer is going to become a full-fledged member, if I was to convert ritual, I would want Deer to do it. Let's try it. I don't have high hopes for this ritual, just because the quality is pretty low, and the expectations are, like, ridiculously high. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Because it's going to take a long time for regular conversion anyway, especially if Liara is going to age reverse. Yep, yeah, that was backwards. Okay. Figured. So the extra leg for Liara is made. I'm going to suspend the legs and just try to stock up on advanced components. I don't want to count them, but it seems like the Panthers are leaving the map tile, which means we'll be done with this Vanometric Architect Arm quest soon. The question, who gets the Architect Arm? So, Skyra is our crafter, and also is a kind of a brawler. I say kind of a brawler because she's not very good at brawling, but, like, it is technically her job. So she might be a valid recipient. It could also go to Liara. I mean, she is our leader. Mag has an Architect Arm, because we had the concept of making her a brawler at some point, but that was never really realized. We could still circle back and have Mag be one too. I need to make sure, actually, you can go free. I don't want you to starve. Who gets the arm? Liara, Meg, Skyra, or save it for Deer. Whatever Deer's name is going to be. So Deer is eventually going to be a brawler for us if he does end up joining. So we could try to save it for Deer. Oh, Liara's up. So you are 57. Let's have you go through a leg surgery. And you get industrial meds, or best meds. Break fire is going to do it, because he's better at it than you, Tornal. And I think for next surgery... Alright, so some changes. I'm just gonna, like, flatten out this wall. It's honestly just stupid at this point. Like, I don't know why I haven't. But, let's... Yeah. Let's prepare this to be a hospital. Is it lit? Yeah, the ChemGen produces light. So it's lit. As long as there's ChemGens there. And there we go. We got it. Vanometric. Tech Prof. Arc Arm. That's because all the Panthers are gone. I did nothing. Cool. And you guys want me to save it for Deer. Nice. Provisional labor is not going to do that. So, we've got Orbital Cache. We've got another Grav Core. Where should we go? So we have Orbital Item, Grav Core, my choice. 3 choices. Or Liara's choice in this case. Alright, we'll put the Vanometric here. For the Tech Prof, maybe use it on beam weapons? Alright, both these doors should be opened. Valid path into the base. Good. So that helps, definitely, with our power situation. Come on, get the arm, guys. And maybe we'll try for a throne speech. Oh god, I want to get off this map tile. So the last thing I want to do... I guess it was a Fundamentals of Medieval Weaponry. That was the book in the Hermetic crate. Alright, let's get the hell out of here, because the droner sucks. The orbital item seems to be the popular option, so let's do that. That's about straight up. I probably should get a few more oxygen pumps, but we have a pretty airtight ship anyway. But just for safety. And I'm not going to rework those external walls until you know, until we're back on surface. So there's actually 2 orbital caches. There's another one where my cursor was. So here is one of the advantages. Oh wow, that thing's already blown up. Of our ship design. We can park like here, where like there's almost no path into the ship. Like you can't touch the ship unless you go through the kill box. So that's why I designed it like this. And if I really wanted to, what I could do is I could park like that, where that remains to be true, but we have our own door. Which makes our ship very incursion-proof unless you pod drop through the roof. Alright. Vac safe for ink and arm, because I don't want them going in here and getting schmelted. And, we were actually low on graphite panels, so it's kind of nice to come up here and, get a few more panels. You've been dead for 4 years. So we're here to loot the cache. Checking if there's compacted. No. Is there ore? There's silver ore here. Oh, there's a lot of it. Nice. Deadly minigun. Piercing rounds. Armor pen. Fast shooting. It's only good quality though, which is a bit of a letdown. Miniguns normally have terrible pen. Don't bother. So I don't think that minigun's even worth equipping. If it was masterwork, that'd be different, but it's not masterwork, so it's kind of bleh. As far as weaponry goes. Here we are. We got a dweeb bow. Really? Reinforced bow limbs. So it's a recurve bow, I think, right? Range 34. Yeah, it's a recurve bow that's slightly longer range. Kind of sucks. The medicine's nice. The eggs are nice. The meat's fine. I mean, I can always sell the bow. So let's trigger the hunter. Let it blow up on me. Turret and hunter. Okay, we'll do them together. Pretty funny, yeah, we found a dweeb bow. Very odd. Oh, it's Amos. Not the same Amos, though, because this one's a herder, not an ice miner. So far, pretty underwhelming, this cache. But there's still a room left, or 2. Well, not that one. It's always Air Dog. Dude, I'm definitely gonna, like, hijack your brain. Do we have brain wiring already? No, we don't have a joy wire yet. The problem is, like, I don't want to have him have 80% of a brain, but he's just always such a pain in the butt. Like, I'm, like, tempted to just straight up make him a slave. Wow, nice room. That's great. You got me. Frickin' thing. Okay. Well, just loot and scoot. I guess there's one more, as long as we have the chem fuel for it, one more that we could do. Because I think we've topped up our tanks, and we can head over to the other one. The other thing we could do is chem fuel from organics. Let's process the pemmican. I know I've been sticking in the biosculptor pod, but we'll just pemmican it. We'll just chem fuel it. Not a bad choice. I'm not even gonna bother with the shelves. Seems like a bit of a waste. At least there's loads of Vaxstone. We don't need Vaxstone though. We got all our engines. So all I really knew on is the medicine. Forget the bass. Those eggs will stretch food far. Okay. One more trip for the glitter world. Ooh, whose certainty is low? Nice. So at least one of their certainties is lower. That's good. I intend for Liara to go back as like solo warden, because she's really the only one with like decent social skills. But just to split the labor for now, I'll have the others contribute. Does Vaxstone have other useful features? Not really. It's a tough stone. It's like a high hit point stone. But other than the Odyssey parts, not really. So, granite, for instance, is a... well, we have the granite walls. So granite walls are 510. And Vaxstone walls are 540. So that's probably where it edges out. That's it. So it's the new, it's like space granite, I guess. You could think of it that way. But the difference of 30 hit points is pretty negligible. Oh, why did it get undignified? Oh, braziers. That's just because we're out of wood. Okay. That's my fault for chemming it up. Well, we'll be fixed soon. So we aren't ready to hop yet. 3 hours. If we want wood... Your bed. Gonna get smashed. Did you feed it into the wrong brazier or something? Yes. Or something. I guess there's the wooden horseshoe pin. Is there any other wood? There's a bunch of wooden bookshelves. I'll break those down because I'd rather have them be marble anyway. Flammable bookshelves. Bad idea. Come on. There we go. And now the braziers are lit. There's a lot of wooden art. I'm not worried about, like, it'll be fine. So we're ready to launch again. We got everything here. So I'm going to do one more orbital cache. Oh, why? Okay, almost going to do one more orbital cache. What we'll do is we'll have a a temporary pit stop down here, looking to see if there's anything fun to land on. Wild Psychoid. That got my attention. I could expand the ship. To do it symmetrically, I would want one more extender. Possibly from the next grav core that we get. So I'm not going to say the ship is in its final form, but we already have a wonderful bedroom for Liara, a throne for Liara, and a kill box that can't really be improved all that much. So there's not much to do on the ship until we add more rooms. All right. Checking for compacted plasteel. There is some over there. What about ore? Silver there. So split the difference around this lake would be ideal. And what about jade? None. Okay. Land zone right there. Put the whole dang lake blocking trees from popping up in our kill box. Refuel for the cache. And unfortunately, we had a negative consequence of landing. So we'll be having to repair our thrusters. Good news is, we can top up on firewood for the beacons. We're also somewhat low on steel, but I parked right outside of steel too, so that's a non-issue. And we're also one info away from learning where our pendant is, and I'm hoping that we get offered the last piece of that puzzle soon, so that we can put that information to good use and get yet another relic. Because yet another relic would help to offset all of the terrible consequences of bad birthdays. Because at least people would be able to say, oh yeah, but at least the relic was there. Some other things to consider. We now have all of the advanced components that we want. Liara does have both legs. So any implants from here would be superficial. Getting a bionic heart for her, a healing enhancer for our brawlers, that would be smart. I'm going to start with the healing enhancer. And then the other thing that we would want to do is to make sure that we had Locust Armor stocked. So actually, I'm going to do that one first. So Locust Armor stocked is going to be the most important, because Stochastic doesn't have one. And I'm sure a lot of the ones we're wearing right now are going to get phased out. So we got a 93, a 78, 89, 86, 75, 69. So the Sky Rose is getting worn out, but that makes sense. She is the brawler. So that's what we want to do. Dag, or Mag and Deer got plagued. You are going to be offered herbal meds. That should be enough. Liara's de-aging all our boring birthdays. Skyra, would you really dare? Enjoy some vomits on the house. And while we're here, let's do another age reversal. Alright, Air Dog, you are going to go preach out the Mag so that she recovers from the plague faster. But it should be pretty fast. I mean, she's been given industrial meds. She's in a sterile hospital. Oh, now that we're planet side, let's also fix the kill box thing, so that it's flat walls that are not stupid. Trying to deal with this like weird form factor has not been. Oh, freaking no! Don't. The weird form factor's been annoying. Am I out of? No, I'm not out of uranium. It's like, why aren't they building this? Don't fix your spine? It's already fixed, sadly. But honestly, a lot of people fight with Liara. It's kind of, I mean, if she was a masochist, I guess she wouldn't mind, but it's kind of like the ship's pastime now. For better or for worse. So we got a whole bunch of wood. We have chem fuel. We still need to refill our tanks a little bit, because the last hop was a big one. But we'll keep refining it, and then be able to do another hop up to the cache. Probably not this stream, given that I'm, like, nearly out of time, but well, definitely next stream. The good news is, we've had plenty of opportunity, despite the fact that our long-range mineral scanner, I know it's off right now, but it has gone up to almost like 60% scan. We have not had a lot of opportunity to get, you know, plasteel outside of just incidentally finding it on map tiles. Which is not ideal, but, you know, whatever. What are their deals? I'm trying to figure out, like, wreck unfulfilled, disturbed sleep, ate without a table. A lot of these are pretty avoidable, but I'm surprised that their mood is as negative as they are. Given that they have, like, a somewhat impressive barracks, and, unbelievably impressive rec room, and dining room. Let's have you drink some tea and beer. That should help. And your plague is totally fine. Mag, your plague is almost cured. Nice. So this this little pit stop refuel has been pretty good. Ink is like going crazy, cutting down trees. And it'll be really nice to have another tree cutter so that we can like max out on plants fast. You know, I probably intend to give her a plant hand so that she can just like blitz through the thing. This was so once we have enough wood to refill all our chem fuel, I'll also try to make the effort to get some psychoid here as well. Which I'll add to the priority just so that I shan't forget. This is a psychoid harvest zone. Alright, she's up. Plasteel's yet to be hauled. It's a bit problematic. Because it's so easy to, like, flee from your problems, it's really important that anything of value be hauled. Because it's very easy to forget it. And or need to just, like, blast off in an emergency and leave it behind. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only other valuable thing to mine other than stocking up on steel. You're still in scrap shift design? Sorry? Oh, no, no problem. I don't mind at all. It's tried and tested. It's not perfect. I would say, to some degree or another, having a bunch of guns on the outside is also pretty functional. I do have other series of scrap shift designs like that, and they are solid too. But I do like this sort of kill box. And the reason I elected for that is Liara, our God Queen, likes bloodshed. And having a bunch of turrets on the outside would decline her of being privy and witness to the bloodshed. So this filters all the enemies in. Holy moly. Yes. This is Liara's. And Roysa just converted. So you are going to be enslaved. To that end. Well, actually, Liara's will be a hand-me-down. And it's at 92, so I don't really need to queue up another one. Actually, I should, because Stochastic is going to use one. And then I won't have a spare. So I think what I want to do is just mine the last of this map tile to be all set to do the cache at the start of next stream. So let's stop doing the tree cutting so that we can do the psychoid gathering so that we're ready for launch. Because I think our chem tanks aren't full, but we have a lot of wood. We have 700 wood, so we'll be able to get them pretty full pretty quick. And then we have lots of meat, so we can always make chem fuel on meat too. So this is the last of the mining. I don't have a... Ooh. And this is the final information about the pendant. Which I can't do right now, because our best researcher is getting de-aged. This reminds you of the second Wendigo's run? Yeah, it's Wendigo light. You know, it's not the same, like, cannibalistic sea ice Wendigo style, but it's similar enough that I can see the comparison. Seasonal flooding. So rainfall upriver causing it to swell. So if you take a look at the terrain affordance, you'll see that the water on the river will expand. Hosting friends for a neuroformer. Normally I would, but it's 9 people for 11 days. And I don't really have need of her neuroformer because Liara already has hers and she would not invest in other people. And Vikinger sucks. Goodwill's not a big deal, so I'm gonna decline that. Lara will be popping out of here in 12 hours, and I think that's where I'll end the stream. When she's out, she dons her masterwork armor and dyes it. I did stop the plant cutting, thinking that there was, well, I didn't get a lot of psychoid. How much tea do we have? We have 26 tea? Yeah, we're pretty low on tea. Hey, X42, thank you for the resub. God, that's a lot of months. Holy hell. So I'm going to forbid... Wow, okay. Flooding and also toxic fallout. Well, that's going to definitely ruin whatever plants that we could get out of this map tile. So, we'll be jumping out of here in just a minute. Cat armor just got done. Pulse charge munitions will be next. And that means we can start rolling cataphract helmets out. Looking at it, no one but Skyra and Liara actually have proper helmets. Everyone else has just vac helmets, which is pretty terrible. So after we start to make the Locust armor, the other thing we're going to do is to make cataphract helmets standard. And then I'll make a prestige. Liara's already wearing like a pretty decent prestige marine helmet. So I'm not exactly worried about her getting her prestige cataphract helmet immediately. She doesn't get shot often enough, and prestige helmets are, as far as their prestige level goes, they're all the same. you know, in terms of their quality for royal fulfillment. The good news is she got a legendary armor, and that should be really good at keeping her warm. Oh my god, 115 Celsius. What is her tolerance is colder than space. Awesome. And then also, of course, protected. So her sharp is 153, which is ridiculously high. Because she has the best gear. She's got, you know, Thrumbo, well, her formal shirt could be better, and actually it is in fact tattered. So, to that end... I know, it's starting to seem like just one more turn. But to that end, let's give her a heavy fur formal shirt. Because having her wear anything tattered is ridiculous. Unforgivable. And it's masterwork, because of course it is. Where? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Well, I think not only are we all set up and ready to go, chem tanks are almost full, but because this is a toxic fallout tile, I'm going to launch to the debris, the orbital cache, and upon landing is where I'm going to leave off, because we might as well just complete the touchdown. But I feel like we exploited that map tile for quite a lot. We got the plasteel, we got the silver, we got the steel, we got chem fuel, we got wood, we got a little bit of psychoid, not a whole lot, because the toxic fallout set in and ink was pretty busy. But the additional slave plant tender that we are in the process of recruiting will definitely make it a lot easier for us to plant strip tiles. You know, especially if we give her plant hands. So friends, this is where I am going to leave off for today. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilgrims.